we're gonna go over the final right here of drawing a realistic shadow from Shadow the Hedgehog. So I'm gonna go through this, and this is the last one. No matter what, I'm just gonna have to end it here. It's just getting too long. I'll do something different next time. A lot of these, so these lives are just kind of meant for just kind of relaxation and just kind of something I do here and only here. You can go back and watch it anytime you want. I want to talk a little bit about just a relaxed. I'm mostly just talking about nothing in particular, and just kind of more or less talk about just time and drawing and how I think that would affect anybody here that's starting to do that. But this is a free form thing. Like I said, this is literally just for fun and just to be able to do whatever it is that you want to talk about or I want to talk about, and that's kind of it. Um, I'll talk a little bit about, you know, kind of the interesting thing would be, I would say something I think about more than ever was art school and kind of like why I think it was the best thing I ever did, um, and kind of how that kind of affected where I was. There was okay, so everybody always asks me something, right? What's the basic question, right? The basic question is like, hey, do you need art school to get a job in art? Obviously, things are much different now because of like all the artificial intelligence stuff, right? So now some things are just uncertain where they weren't before, and I do want to talk about that. But as far as like learning art and getting better at art, it depends what kind of art you want to do. If you just want to casually draw pictures of like your family or things like that, obviously, YouTube exists now. You have this really cool way of learning things that wasn't around like 20 years ago, I think, at least to the point it is now. So now you have kind of this window into being able to learn things much faster, which is great. um for me personally, I got better pretty quickly because of art school. um so the first thing is, you have to look at the portfolios of the art school you want to go to. If you don't like the people they're producing, don't go there. That's the biggest one, right? Sometimes they're just not good schools. A lot of times too, they're not prepared to teach you how to draw for reals. Like if you go to, I was going to like just a regular junior college, I remember, and that the teacher didn't even know how to draw. It was like crazy. And she was the drawing teacher. So I mean, and then I've heard of like really, really good teachers at certain junior colleges. So that thing, it's kind of random as far as that one goes. I ended up going to a tiny little art school, and it was all about life drawing. And that's pretty much the reason I think I got to learn how to draw pretty quickly, where I think a lot of people didn't. Some people take like struggle in that beginner phase, like sometimes their entire career. But I never really kind of felt that before. Is anybody? Hold on. I can't see the chat. Is the chat even there? Dang, that's the bad part about filming this way. I cannot see the chat at all. Let's see. Oh, okay. I can kind of see the chat. Yeah. Good evening, man. Oh, Phil. But what's it called? Dang, I cannot see the chat the way like this. Oh well. So I ended up kind of doing that, and I ended up just kind of like figuring out a lot of different ways to kind of get better and not get better. But I wouldn't have figured any of that stuff out if it wasn't for kind of the art school in general. I think when you're doing stuff with art, a lot of that stuff is subjective, so it's really tough. I tried for a few, I would say like 3 or 4 years. I tried to, for 3 or 4 years, I tried to kind of improve myself because you kind of learn how to learn, and I couldn't do it. There's just certain things I couldn't hold myself to, so it was kind of like impossible, to be honest. So, um, but you do you do want to kind of be able to you want to be able to monitor yourself in general. So I was always telling people like the biggest thing with art school was that they kind of hold you accountable in ways that you can't hold yourself accountable, and that's kind of pretty much what I paid for at Art Center. Was they ended up kind of like making me, forcing you. They kind of forced you and made you look pretty bad if you didn't. Um, with with certain stuff. So like I remember with Art Center, they would kind of make you cry. Not me, but I remember they were making certain people cry when you weren't doing the projects and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, pretty crazy stuff here. Okay, let me look at the design here real quick. I'm just kind of drawing Shadow. I'm not like super thrilled with the design. I'm just trying to make him look regularly. How do you say this? Just somewhat more realistic, a little bit cool. Obviously, a real hedgehog would be a little bit more tame. He looks a little bit more like a werewolf or something. And I don't mean like Sonic the Werehog. But right now, I'm just kind of more or less toying with it. You're kind of sitting back, and I'm looking at it. I'm like thinking, okay, what can I change here? What can I do? What can I mess with as far as this stuff goes? Alrighty, going over here, over here. Maybe kind of like finding the pit of the tongue here and trying to pull that out a little bit. Like meaning, I'm trying to like put some dark under the tongue to kind of bring forward the tongue itself. And a lot of it's gonna be push and pull at this point. Kind of going in here, and I'm like, all right, what area can I push? What area can I pull? What area can I do this with? Um, right on, pulling here. And let's just get that hand out of the way because that hand is all up in here. I'm gonna put. He does have rings. I looked it up. I was just doing it from my head straight up last time, but right now I'm gonna do it from here, and I'm gonna throw at least one ring around his wrist because that's something really big with Shadow. And Shadow really has, pretty much he has Sonic's features. Obviously, right? He's just evil Sonic, but he. I also consider Shadow the Vegeta of the universe, right? Like he pretty much is. He's pretty much Vegeta. Like the characters, if Sonic's Goku, he's Vegeta, and I would say Knuckles is Piccolo. So I would absolutely say that. Going over here, let's see, over here as well, kind of curving around here. Alrighty, pulling in here. And I'm just trying to get this hand to be as well off as I can because I think the hand itself is it's its own journey, right? I know a lot of people here with like the hands, they kind of have like issues with them, but I think the hand itself is kind of also, I don't know how many fingers they have. I think they have like human, right? They're like humans. They don't have four fingers. They have they're not like Simpson characters, right? They actually have five fingers. Pulling down over here. Over here as well. Curving in. Pulling it around there. All right. Cool. Right on, right on. And just trying to find this on this side right there. Okay, I really want to connect this. So before I work on the hand more, I want to go over here, connect the right there, this area. Around right there. And I'm just trying to like put a little bit of shadow in the shadow area right here. And a little bit around about the edge. Dang, I don't know if I'm ever going to record this way again. I cannot see the chat at all. But oh well. Going over here, pulling around this. And yeah, it's pretty all right. Probably work on it more on my own and just kind of like bring it around. A lot of the stuff is like sitting back and you're trying to work stuff out that you're not really sure. And yeah, good stuff. I want to treat these lives as just hanging around. Cool. I just wanted to get those rings in at the very least because I think those rings are really important. I think a lot of that stuff's going to be, like vital in all honesty. All right, cool, cool, cool. Let's see the knuckle here, knuckle over there, right here as well. And yeah, I want to make sure his hand kind of makes some semblance of sense. Otherwise, it's not really going to work. Yeah, I think I saw the word fox over here around the corner. I can kind of see a little bit of chat. I saw like Phil, I think you replied. Dang, I just can't see that much though. I have to like, next time I'm just going to orient it the other way, to be honest, which is bad, but whatever. I'm gonna orient it like the phone way. Yeah, it does kind of seem like a fox. That's true. I could see that. I could totally see that. Yeah, like I said, if it was a real, if I was gonna make it look like 100% like a real hedgehog, it is gonna look like a rat. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna give it a little bit more of like a kind of raw kind of vibe, you know. Alrighty. Let's see. Let's see if I can do anything with the eyes here. The eyes, I do like them. Um, I'm just gonna kind of work into them a little bit more. Like put a little bit of value. It's funny too because we're like messing with values, which is fun. There we go. Yeah, on one side, and we can put the value on the other side. But yeah, a lot of this stuff has been pretty mellow, honestly. I'm just kind of like doing a drawing schedule that I can do, and I'm just trying a lot of stuff out to see how it works. um, yeah, I don't know when New Year's is. I have to figure that out. Right on. And yeah, I think we got a little bit going on there. I kind of like that so far. Just want to come live a little bit just to kind of talk a tad. And that's kind of it, actually. I just want to go live like 15 minutes a day, if that. I wanted to do it every single day here. I just haven't had the chance, but soon, soon, I'll go live constantly. All right. Well, thanks so much. I appreciate it. And I'll work on something else next time.